space exploration, and technology to conquer other worlds. If you have been following my podcast, you've probably noticed that this is all about giving my opinion, but not just to have a space to be heard. I promise that I have a good intention. I want you to question it yourself about life and about truth. By that being said, I am not planning on starting any sort of movement, so I am not gonna wave any sort of flag in my podcast. Unless you have been living under a rock for the last 11 years, you have heard the progress that humanity has made towards interplanetary travel. And even though as of January 2024, it is not 100% feasible, the odds are we may be facing just a logistics problem. Today's proverb goes as follows: a soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse one breaks the spirit. Proverbs 15:4. I am Luke Vermont. The last time that a human being was on the moon was during the last Apollo mission, the Apollo 17, which took place in December 1972. Since then, there have been many developments in the space industry, including the rise of private space companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic, and the continued progress of NASA and other international space agencies. In May 2020, SpaceX made history as the first private company to send humans into space. This marked not only a tremendous technological achievement, but also the first indication that an entirely new space-to-space industry could be close at hand. Private companies must sell to NASA and other government customers, since today those organizations are the only source of in-space demand. But as SpaceX has demonstrated, private companies now have not just the desire, but also the ability to send people into space. NASA has also been working with private companies to develop new technologies and capabilities. For example, NASA has partnered with SpaceX to develop the Crew Dragon spacecraft, which is designed to carry astronauts to the International Space Station. The first crewed mission of the Crew Dragon took place in May 30th, 2020, and was successful. Since then, the Crew Dragon has made multiple trips to the ISS, carrying astronauts from NASA and other space agencies. In addition to SpaceX, other private space companies have also made significant progress in recent years. Blue Origin, founded by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, has been working on developing reusable rockets and spacecraft. In 2015, Blue Origin successfully launched and landed its new Shepard rocket, which was designed to carry passengers on suborbital space flights. Blue Origin is also working on developing a lunar lander for NASA Artemis program. Virgin Galactic, funded by Richard Branson, or should I say Sir Richard Branson, is another private company that has been making progress in recent years. Virgin Galactic is developing a spacecraft called Spaceship Two, which is designed to carry passengers on suborbital space flights. In 2018, Spaceship Two reached an altitude of 51.4 miles. That's quite high, and it is considered the boundary of space. Virgin Galactic is also working and developing a supersonic passenger jet that could travel at speeds of up to Mach 3. NASA has also been making progress in the recent years. In 2018, NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe, which is designed to study the sun's corona. The Parker Solar Probe has already made several close approaches to the sun and has provided new insights into the behavior of the solar wind. NASA is also working on developing the Space Launch System, which is designed to carry astronauts to the moon and eventually to Mars. The first launch of the SLS was Artemis 1 that successfully launched on Wednesday, 16 November 2022. It was an uncrewed mission, and the trip took 3 weeks, going to the moon, orbiting it twice, and coming back to Earth. Other international space agencies have also been making progress in recent years. The European Space Agency has been working on developing the ExoMars rover, which is designed to search for signs of life on Mars. The ExoMars rover was scheduled to launch in 2022, but unfortunately it was postponed to 2028. I am not sharing the reasons, you make your own research. The China National Space Administration has also been making progress in recent years. In 2019, the CNSA became the first space agency to land a spacecraft on the far side of the moon. The CNSA developed a space station that was completed in October 2022. In conclusion, since the last Apollo mission in 1972, there have been many developments in the space industry. Private space companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic have made significant progress in recent years. And NASA and other international space agencies have also been making strides in developing new technologies and capabilities. These developments have the potential to revolutionize the space industry and open new opportunities for exploration and discovery. If you have gotten this far, thank you. Thank you. Please comment the word interplanetary in the section below. Space exploration has been a popular theme in literature for decades. The following are some novels that revolve around space exploration. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells in 1895. The novel follows a scientist who travels through time to the distant future. He doesn't really leave Earth, but it's a very interesting novel because it explains and describes changes over time and based on space changes. The book explores themes of evolution, society, and the nature of time. The War of the Worlds by the same author, H.G. Wells, in 1898. The novel is set in England and follows a Martian invasion of Earth. The book explores themes of imperialism, science, and the nature of humanity. Solaris by Stanislaw Lem in 1961. The novel is set on a space station orbiting the planet Solaris, which is covered by a mysterious ocean that seems to be alive. The book explores themes of the nature of consciousness, the limits of human knowledge, and the search for meaning in the universe. Dune by Frank Herbert in 1965. The novel is set in the distant future and follows a young nobleman who becomes embroiled in a power struggle on a desert planet. The book explores themes of politics, religion, and nature of power. The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein in 1966. The novel is set on the Moon in the years 2075 and follows a group of colonists who rebel against Earth's rule. The book explores themes of politics, revolution, and the nature of freedom. The Andromeda Strain by Michael Crichton, 1969. The novel follows a team of scientists who investigate a deadly virus that has been brought to Earth by a satellite. The book explores themes of science, technology, and the nature of life. Ringworld by Larry Niven, 1970. The novel is set in the distant future and follows a team of explorers who travel to a massive artificial ring-shaped structure around a star. The book explores themes of alien civilizations, advanced technology, and the nature of humanity. The Forever War by Joe Haldeman in 1974. The novel is set in the future and follows a soldier who fights in a war against an alien race. The book explores themes of war, politics, and the nature of humanity. The Mote in God's Eye by Larry Niven and Jerry Pournelle in 1974. The novel is set in the future and follows a team of humans who make contact with an alien civilization. The book explores themes of science, politics, and the nature of intelligence. Gateway by Frederik Pohl in 1977. The novel is set in the near future and follows a group of humans who travel to an asteroid called Gateway, which is filled with abandoned alien technology. The book explores themes of the ethics of space exploration, the nature of humanity, and the dangers of greed. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, 1979. The novel is a comedic science fiction story that follows an unwitting human and his alien friend as they travel through space. The book explores themes of humor, philosophy, and the absurdity of life. Hyperion by Dan Simmons in 1989. The novel is set in the distant future and follows a group of pilgrims who travel to the planet Hyperion to visit the Time Tombs, mysterious artifacts that are said to be able to grant wishes. The book explores themes of religion, artificial intelligence, and the nature of consciousness. The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell, 1996. The novel follows a group of Jesuit priests and scientists who travel to the planet Rakat to make contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. The book explores themes of faith, morality, and the human condition in the face of the unknown. Bias by Robert Charles Wilson in 1999. The novel is set in the near future and follows a team of astronauts who travel to Mars to investigate a mysterious signal. The book explores themes of artificial intelligence, the ethics of space exploration, and the nature of consciousness. Revelation Space by Alastair Reynolds in 2000. The novel is set in the distant future and follows a group of humans who travel to a distant planet to investigate an alien artifact. The book explores themes of time travel, artificial intelligence, and the nature of humanity. The Three-Body Problem by Liu Cixin in 2008. The novel is set in China and follows a group of scientists who discovered that an alien civilization is planning to invade Earth. The book explores themes of science, politics, and the nature of humanity. The Expanse by James S. A. Corey in 2011. The novel takes place in a future where humanity has colonized much of the solar system, but does not have interstellar travel. It follows the crew of the Rocinante, a former Martian Navy warship, as they navigate political intrigue and conflict between Earth, Mars, and the Belt. The novel is known for its complex characters, intricate world building, and exploration of themes such as identity, power, and humanity's relationship with technology. The Martian by Andy Weir in 2011. The novel follows an astronaut who is stranded on Mars after his team leaves him behind. The book explores themes of survival, isolation, and the human spirit. Life, a Story of Multiple Beginnings by L.Z. Valdov in 2023. The novel of alternative history follows a young unemployed graduate who goes from nothing to be part of a 20 astronauts crew tasked to colonize the moon and lay down the foundations of what is meant to be a lunar station and an interplanetary spaceship factory. The novel explores themes of resilience, politics, and human nature. Please use the comment section to let everyone know what other space exploration novel you would add to the list. In one hand, we have fiction work as a collection of ideas that made it into paper. In the other hand, we have technology, which is a collection of ideas that made it to physics. We can thank those authors who write essays and the ones who write fiction, because both provide the initial idea to create something new. The ideas may seem to come from different sources, as for the one coming from the scientific brain and the other from the imagination. Both lead to discovery. As an example, there might not be real science behind a lightsaber, but many enthusiasts have been trying to build it anyways, and there are many very creative ones. Our creativity as a species has provided many useful tools, and the creative pace has been accelerating in just a few years. Many industries have evolved and many changes are expected in the upcoming months. I invite you all to stay creative. Please leave your comments, give me a like, and subscribe. I wish you all the best. My name is Luke Vermont. Peace out.